Alrighty, y'all. We are live as the 14-6-8 Golden Knights head into New York to take on the 16-11-3 New York Islanders. Islanders coming off of a whooping in Florida, losing 4-1 to the Panthers. Meanwhile, not having to travel too far as Vegas beat the Rangers 3-2 in overtime. I would expect Vegas to come out with a little pep in the step. They're back to playing a game every other day. And I would expect the Islanders to come out with a chip on their shoulder. Should be a fantastic game tonight out of New York. Jesus, good to see you, buddy. Drive home safe. Crack a beer when you get there. Relax. We will be here when you get there. And Morg, what's up, buddy? Just enjoying a beautiful Tuesday here in Vegas. The weather was perfect. Didn't need a hoodie, but it was comfortable wearing it. Went to class where I got a lot of studying done. Just an hour of sitting and listening to music and studying. Which I only listen to music when I work out typically, so it was kind of nice to be sitting chill listening. But yeah, I got a lot of studying to do the next couple of days. Got a final on Thursday, and then Thursday night we will be here hanging out, relaxing, enjoying that the semester is over. Out with the boys drinking a couple. Cheers, buddy. Have one for me. Got off the site early. Right on, brother. Well, hey, cheers, y'all. Enjoy a shot or something while you are out. As we get closer to Christmas, New Year's and stuff, I'm hoping to have a couple whiskey sours with y'all while we sit and hang out. So until then, bottoms up, boys. Do have a little bit of a good deal down at the other store. And so I am feeling fantastic. Again, just finally went to the gym after a little bit of time not going, just being a lazy punk ass. So finally got there. I'm sore. Can't wait to go back tomorrow. Like I said, out of class, dude. It's just a great day. Said he's thinking about taking his friend and make me a foreman. Started talking to him. Fuck yeah, buddy. I definitely butchered reading that, but talking to a friend and making you a foreman, fuck yeah, brother. You know, that's... You know, my dad had he was a union electrician when he was down in Florida. That's kind of what his career path was, man. Going in, busting ass, and moving on up, getting requested. So that's fucking big, man. That's no small feat. He's one of the hardest workers I've ever seen. Loves my work ethic. Attaboy. Straight up, man. Got no comment on that. Just attaboy. I feel like this is crooked, but every time I touch it, I feel like it gets worse. But nah, good shit, man. That's awesome to hear, buddy. Here's the thing, man. If you're going to do something, if you're going to get paid to do something, then go fucking do it. You know what I mean? And I've had problems with that in my past when I was big time drinking and shit, just struggling to get to work. But once you're there, fucking head down, do your shit, and go home. You know what I mean? It's amazing how hard that is for people to do sometimes, but brother, that's a trait that you don't often teach. You either got it or you don't. Fucking hold your head high with that shit, dude. That's awesome. Doing some nice school to get a degree for business, right on. So you're already on the path to do great shit, man. You got the work ethic, obviously, because you've been told you got the work ethic. Going for business is great. So whatever you're doing now, fucking go get your shit done at school and then enjoy the business that you start, man. Yo, Jesus, what's up, buddy? Welcome back. Good to see you, my dude. All right. We have puck drop. Let's see how far behind we are. About 30 seconds. We expect it. Hey, always good to see you, buddy. Go Knights, go. New York taking it in, putting a shot on, and it is gloved. Okay, so we're actually like really far behind. Let me see now. streamed. This hasn't been working very well lately, but we'll give it a shot. This is much closer to actual time, so let's see how this goes. It's funny, I don't often like line myself up after I shave my head, but every time I look at myself after I do, it looks like I drew on my hairline. You been doing though, my guy? Hey, we're doing, man. That's about that. I got class. My last class is Thursday. That's my final. So got a bunch of studying to do. But I'm looking at doing online courses next semester. Hopefully it'll be cheaper. And so if it does end up being priced at what I'm expecting, then I'll be able to do more courses than I was originally expecting to do, which I'm really looking forward to. Because I this semester I took my first class that I've taken in almost 20 years. And I really, really enjoyed it. Construction in Vegas, 100%, brother, 100%. That's one of those easy things to do, man. We could absolutely do that. There should be there should be a lot more construction going on in Vegas than there actually is right now. I mean, there is a lot, but it's mostly roads and pipes and shit like that. Hopefully, we got a pass across the crease from Eichel to Bowman, but Bowman was tied up as he went in. Eichel down low, trying to get it out high, passes it right onto a blue stick. Pressure by Dorofeyev, but the puck gets sent back. Hutton circling. He'll get it up the low wall past Riley Smith, and he turns it over. Back into neutral as Vegas tries to work it up ahead, but our passing is terrible right now. Still early, we have time to fix it, but when Vegas struggles early with passing, that's a bad sign. Puck back all the way around behind. I actually didn't see. Is it Carter Hart in net or is it Schmid? 70. That's Hart, right? Yes, sir, it is. Carter Hart back in goal for the Golden Knights. All right, a whiff on a shot. Riley Smith dumps it in deep, and he will go for the change. Fresh legs coming out on both sides from behind the New York net. Who's in net for Islanders tonight? Sorokin. Okay, I think that's who we went at last time the Islanders and the Knights played. We have icing here. Let me go back and look at that game. Yeah, we lost in overtime 4-3, and that was against Sorokin. So Dorofeyev took a shot to the ankle or his knee. I looked away during the replay, but that did not feel good. Shot right to Sorokin off the face-off. Will reset from the dot to his right. A lot of good stuff happening lately. Gotta keep the vibe going. We gotta get back to playing. I say back. We gotta get to playing 60 minutes of hockey. That's been one of the biggest problems for Vegas for the last couple of years. Even when they won the cup in the 2022-2023 season, our first and third period was so good that the second period sucking didn't matter. Hannafin, top of the circle, feeds it to the middle to Howden. He can't direct it towards the net. Marner getting up off the ice. Not sure what happened there. And the Islanders pick shit back to neutral. Hannafin from his own blue line. Pass picked off, going the other way. Big shot top of the high circle. Stopped by Carter Hart. 16:43. I usually say that a little differently. 3 1/4 gone in the first. Shots are 3-2 Islanders. I said that's enough. Hannafin and Marner, we got to work on their passing because not always, but too often, their passes have zero velocity. And they just kind of lob it lightly, toss it, kind of bump it to where they want it to go, and it gets picked off 60% of the time. It's like, dude, I'd rather have you get it to him too hard. I'd say by Hart on a shot from the top of the circle. Fed out front from the low baseline, misses everybody. Big shot from the point, hits bodies out high. Fed to the low dot, shot goes wide and left of the net. Sorry, high and left of the net. Wide and left are kind of the same thing. Another shot from just off the right. Started the low dot, and Harder swallows it up again. 5-2 are the shots for New York. 3:45 gone in the first. Dude, it's funny. It's not really funny, but like I took such a long time off hockey because originally it's because some real life things happened, and that kept me out for the most part. Especially like the first week, it just I couldn't. But at that same time, I couldn't watch hockey, and for like a week and a half, like 10 days, I didn't even miss hockey. But now that I'm back to doing it, it's like, man, I really did just miss hanging out and watching hockey. Vegas was just such a shit show, and I had limited care about the other team, so it was just hard, man. But now I'm just loving being back and watching hockey. Or sometimes I was like still thinking he's on Toronto. Yeah. His especially in moments like, you know, right there, the Riley Smith feed to the blue line, he would tap it instead of getting it to the blue line. Yeah, it's like I said, with me being gone, it is what it is. I have my problems like everybody else. I apologize for not being here because but I legitimately at first just enjoyed not. And it was more because I wasn't enjoying hockey at all. But for the holiday, hey, they definitely are, brother. I appreciate it. And I definitely missed hanging out with you, man. Like I said, I missed hanging out with everybody. It was the hockey that I didn't miss. Like I missed streaming. I missed shooting the shit and guessing, predicting outcomes and all. I missed the hell out of that. But hockey was just, I enjoyed not watching and not caring about hockey. And like I said, now that I'm back, it's like, okay, it a lot had to do with how shitty Vegas was playing, but like the officiating and a bunch of dirty hits. And it was just like, I don't like this. I got some going, Mr. Everybody all good. Hey, man, I just want to, hey, likewise for everybody that stops by. Like the bit, well, hey, man, you never apologize for something that isn't important enough to apologize for. That's more the thing. Like, and it's on my end, I am sorry. I do have that little bit of apology just because it's not me joining y'all. I come on and y'all join me. Y'all are coming into my house as guests versus the other way around. That's why I'm like, man, enough y'all come and hang out with me that it's, I don't even know how to express it, but it's y'all, like I said, it's y'all coming into my house versus me coming into yours. So I feel like, man, I invited you in and then I left. So there's that piece of me that's like, that is shitty. But like I said, that's like, don't apologize for things going on in life because life is life, man. That's how good shit's coming when the bad shit starts. So it's all good, man. Got my mullet on Thursday. Ooh. Hey, brother, look, it's only hair. What up, Wink? But yeah, it's if you miss it, grow it back, brother. I feel you though. It took a lot to go from this to go from a full head of hair to my shaved head. It took a lot. Birthday is tomorrow. Hey, tell you what, Wink, I'm not going to be here because my finals on Thursday, so I have to study. But happy early birthday, brother. You doing anything special? Doing the party thing? You doing the sitting back at the house with the bottle? What's your plans for the night? Need a Devils win tonight? Yeah, that'll give you a little pick me up. Team win is definitely a good start to the birthday. See who they playing. All right, swallowed up by heart. Devils on a power play. 30 seconds left. Down 1 after giving up a power play goal to Batherson against Ottawa. Plenty of time. 420 all day. Hey, attaboy, Wink. I actually, I was had to rush home because that's where I was coming back from, was going and grabbing some. And so I've got a nice, like, they had some shit on deck today. Like, I'm a big Terp shopper, so they had some stuff that looked really good and it was really cheap, and I am really happy about it. And right now I am very happy about it. Devils listening to you. Nice. Fuck yeah, buddy. As always, thanks you for coming in and hanging out, my dude. Let's see. Well, they got 16:10. We got 12:58. We might be able to watch a little bit of the end. Because, dude, I love my boy Cotter. He hasn't been quite what I was hoping he was going to be after the start of the last season. But I love Paul Cotter. That's my dude. Love Cody Glass. That's my dude. We have his Veterans Day jersey. So we'll see. Keep an eye on them. See if we can catch the end of the period as we go to first intermission. I'd like to see Marner taking shots. Would like to see him going corners a little more. Dude, just our puck control. Like, I mean, we're professionals. We are a very good professional team, but every now and then our handles look raw. Like we're trying to settle a golf ball with a driver. It's like, come on, man. It's this just I don't know if it's just trying to be a little more active. So they're kind of I think that is what it is. They're pressing a little hard, so the fundamentals are breaking down that much. However, when you're at this level, that much is a mile. And so we get, you can really see it if we're in, say we're down 1 towards the end of the period, down 1 towards the end of the game. And we're in our zone we're trying to get out. You see the desperation because you'll see our guys have 10 feet of space everywhere, and they'll still like turn and toss it rather than catch, sit, look, go. You know, like they don't have the pressure, but they act like they're under fire. Oh, no shit. Devils tied it up. Yes, they did. Simon Nemeth with an assist from Brown and Gritzia. I'm going to say, I don't know if that's anywhere close to how it's pronounced, but that's how I'm going to say it. Nice. So you guys got an active game 5 minutes in. Damn, Lightning are up 2-0 on the Canadiens in Montreal. Tied up Devils and Senators in Ottawa. 6 minutes gone in the first. Halfway through the first for the Sharks and the Flyers. They're tied up at 0. Ducks and Penguins 9 minutes in, still at 0. There you go. Funny, I really don't want the Islanders to score, but watching the high score, watching a 1-1 game in the first 5 minutes, like that's the kind of exciting hockey that I miss. I'm a sucker for a goalie's game. Shot on goal from the top of the low circle. Carter Hart swallows it up. 11:52 to go in the first. Shots are 8-7 Vegas. Days I saw one of my close friends from sophomore year geometry class was a pod. No shit. Asked him, use any of the work. He said, hell no, it was worse than solving nuclear codes. That's funny. Yeah, like a lot of the stuff, like the class I took was a very basic math class. And I mean, not like dumb, but it was a practical use math class, really. And I could have tested into calculate. Like, put it this way, I probably could have. If I'd have applied myself and studied and all that for the placement, I probably could have jumped into something I could have been in. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to take a class. The stuff they teach you in high school, you never use, my opinion. You should teach real world stuff. Oh, I agree 100%. Like, most of public school is a waste of time. Once you get from like seventh grade, sixth, seventh grade to senior in high school, there's so much waste. Like when I was a senior in high school, I was planning on going to college for engineering. So I took a bunch of my, pre-calc, calc, algebra 2, all that stuff in high school. Took CAD classes. Like there was definitely useful things, but probably 80% of what I learned in high school was completely useless, or I don't use nowadays. Thank you. Went to get a puck and he took out the guy's skate. 10:23 to go in the first, and we've got a tripping on New York. Horvat screaming like a little bitch. Ooh, wonder why. So it wasn't Horvat's stick. Who's 51? It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't Horvat that did the tripping. It was Heineman. So yeah, Heineman should be in the box, not Horvat, but haha, I don't care. Eichel, download Estonia on the baseline. 10 seconds gone in the power play, up to the blue line. Marner back to Eichel, to the middle, the hurdle, and he can't get the shot off. Good sticks by the Islanders. Eichel's going to go all the way back to Marner as he retreats into the Vegas zone. Now with speed across the red line, back to Eichel. Through the middle, across the hurdle at the low point. Hurdle's going to go back to Marner up high. Shoots. Makes it through, but Sorokin gets the save. 36 seconds gone in the Vegas power play. Shots are 9-7. 9:47 to go in the first. Big shot coming from the middle. Not really a big shot. That was kind of a shot pass. And okay, it was a shot pass. Dorofeev's stick was there. I'll say, it looked like a slap shot, but when you actually look at it, nah. He never got it off the ice. So not a bad decision, though. He saw the cross coming from Dorofeev and put it on point. Islanders clear it back after the faceoff in front of Sorokin. 45 seconds gone on the power play. Marner across the red line, gains speed, stops up, and leaves it back for Jack Eichel. He charges in, and Marner's going to get an interference against Heineman. And we're going 4-on-4 for a minute 6. Marner's not complaining. He just went to the box because he knew his dumbass screwed up. That's way too. If you're gonna get a penalty, fucking hit the guy. Like, I mean, he literally tried to jump out of the way, but Heineman kind of stepped on his skate. If you're gonna go to the box for an interference, just whack the shit out of the dude. Vegas wins the face-off in front of Hart. Hannafin gets it to Howden, back to Hannafin, goes in on the low boards. Howden's going to chase it into the corner behind the net, up to the high corner. Back behind Sorokin, trying to wrap around, and we got another penalty. as Sorokin trips Hannafin. I don't know what everybody's bitching about. He literally swung his stick out and smacked the skate. I don't know what coach is staring at. Like, I had a 2-on-1 in my beer league game last Saturday. It was like a perfect nice power play. The puck pass went bar down into the net. Dude, that's fucking awesome. Oh no, that was Howden, not I think I said Hannafin. That was Howden dancing behind the net. But dude, hey, Morg, that's what you live for, man. Like I said, it's so funny because like as a little kid holding a hockey stick, you dream of being in the Stanley Cup on a breakaway for the game-winning goal in overtime and all that. Bro, it's just as good when it's you and the buddies getting shit house playing hockey. It's the same moment. You know what I mean? Like, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Eventually, I'll get back into playing. To go and buy all new gear right now would just, I'll be real. I ain't got it. See what happens in the next couple of months. See if I actually end up in Boston like I'm hoping to for the spring. That would change. That's one thing. I got a potential contracting work up in Boston, and not hanging my hat on it or anything, but there's potential that's something that could happen next year. So I have to wait and see. Hopefully do that and then get into play. I mean, I haven't even been on the ice in years. That's like I saw the Jesus was talking about skiing. It's like, yeah, I haven't snowboarded in years, and I miss snowboard. I used to when I used to snowboard 2 or 3 times a week. No, wait, fuck. Are they taking it back? Are they reviewing it? I see senators up. Oh, no shit. Okay. If Vegas wasn't on a 4-on-3, I'd flip over, but Eichel shoots, going for the tip was Hurdle, misses wide. Dorofeyev up to the high point, back down to Hurdle, back to Dorofeyev. Hurdle slides into center as Eichel's on the blue line. Down to Stoney on the low baseline. He's going to go back to Eichel. Dorofeyev shoots and it hits the guy standing in front of him. Eichel's going to go back on defense, shorthanded down 2, and it's an easy save for Hart to kick away. 5 seconds left on the 4-on-3. No goal! We are still tied in Ottawa as they take away the Senators' goal for kicking. Nice. Eichel circle around the top. Gets to the low point. He's under double pressure, trying to get it down the baseline. He gets it to Stoney. Across the blue line, back to Eichel, setting up Hannafin. Nope, Eichel's going to circle with it out top. Top of the high circle. Shoots, it goes to Hannafin, and he scores! Hey. Much love to you, Morg. Much love, buddy. I'm hoping to, man. Like I said, we'll definitely see what happens, and you'll definitely know what's going on. Hopefully, plan on being here through the season and after. Puck goes from the stick of Eichel wide over to Hannafin, and we have a 1-0 game. I'll be back in 1 second. All right. Oh, I miss doing this. Man. Hang on, it's loading. For your Golden Knights with his second of the season, number 15, Noah Hanifin, with an assist from number 9, Jack Eichel, and a secondary assist from number 27, Jay Theodore. Uh-oh, what happened? What just happened? There we go. Yay! But didn't want to work for me. Rude. We were seeing the last couple games. Hanifin and I did love it. And that was on a power play. That was 5-on-4. What a sequence, because you get the tripping on McNabb, then you get the interference on Marner, then you get the tripping on Sorokin to make it a 4-on-3. It must have been, no, it was on the 4-on-3, wasn't it? Actually, it says it wasn't even on the power play, so I guess all that time was off. That's it, man. I love it. Love it. I've been having it down here. Side of it's okay. Still time. Yeah. Hey, Hanifin. Here's my take on Hanifin. I really like him. He's an exceptional player. When he first joined us, he was making a bunch of stupid mistakes, but he was able to recover and correct them himself. Once he signed his extension, his decision making took a dive, and that was at the end of last season. Towards the end of last season, him, Theodore, and somebody else signed an extension, and they all started playing like shit. I think 100% being I have no more information than anybody else does, but once he signed his contract, he got comfortable. And he needs to, so now his mistakes, he's gotten a lot better since the end of last year. He's still making dumbass mistakes with his passing and with his play around the net. Love the dude. I really would like to see him get his shit together, because he is in one of two modes: panic mode or this shit doesn't matter mode. And I don't mean it as blatantly as I say it like that, but he either whiffs on a pass because he's not paying attention, or he freaks out and just chucks the bitch wherever he can, and that ends up being bad. The Carter Hart been making the money we paid him with. Yeah, dude, Carter Hart. I was saying he needs to come in and be ready to be Mr. Motherfucker. Dude, this still looks so crooked to me, and I'm trying to fix it, but I think it's just because of my closet door. Anyway, Carter Hart needed to play like his career was on the line, and because it very much likely is. One of those things, if he shit the bed when he came to us, that would be very bad for him. He's playing fantastic. It sucks because I really, really like Carl Lindbaum as a goalie. His game against the Lightning thoroughly impressed me. Every game since then, he's at least lived up to what I expect from him. And I really like him as a goalie. So it's a bummer that he's not going to be around. However, Akira Schmidt has also been fantastic this year. Couple little iffies, he'd like back, but still, I get rid of Aiden Hill. We have Carter Hart and Akira Schmidt. Hopefully, we can hang on to Lindbaum in the AHL, and because Schmid's gonna be he's gonna be aging out before you know it. So have Hart around him as much as possible. And then when Schmid goes, we have Carter Hart and an experienced Carl Lindbaum and like a seasoned Carl Lindbaum. And that's my hope. However, the thing is that it is very rare that Golden Knights management and I see things in common when it comes to who's the better player to have on the ice. Hurdle down below the net just gets thrown down. He got abused right there. Sorry, 5 minutes to go in the first. Shots are 11-10. Islanders score 1-0 Knights. Battle down low. Puck comes out to the middle, but he can't control it. Islanders in the Vegas zone. Loses the puck again, trying to make a quick move. Dorofeyev gets pushed wide by a dive. Tries to leave it back, but Hanifin couldn't bury that one. There's a little bit of interference at the blue line, but we'll just forget about that. We didn't see it. The four blind black and whites. Ooh, somebody took a little bit of a shove from it and went down back in New York. Are they calling it offsides or? 4:11 to go in the first. Okay, that shot went off of Duclair's head. We have a power play goal with 5 seconds left in the period. Get out of here. Oh, with 5 seconds left on the power play. That makes more sense. I'm like, how the hell did they catch up to us? We don't have to talk about it, okay? Dude, 5 seconds left on the power play to Stutzel. Yeah, hey, Kachuk brothers are back, man. You got to deal with that. I think Dorofeyev got a little too goal focused there. I don't disagree with his play, but if he could have spun back instead of trying to take it past the dive, turned back around and got it to the center of the ice. You're actually ahead of me. Good. Yeah. I don't think you're on camera right there. Oh yeah, there it is. No, you're good. That's good to know. So I'll come out once they score then. Sorry. Oh! See, face off, won by Vegas, passed over to Stone, thrown on net at Sorokin and by Eichel, and Marner follows it up to bury the puck. See, as much as Marner's not a threat in scoring goals, he's more of a threat than that. For your Golden Knights with his 6th of the season, number 93, Mitch Marner, with an assist from number 6, Caden Borzak, and a secondary assist from your captain, number 61, Mark Stone. Yay! Yay! Woo! White Cloud now moving it up to Sissons. He loses it at the blue line. Sissons is playing with Reinhardt. Who are we missing? Islanders trying to work their way back in. A little bump 3-on-3 as they head into the Vegas zone. A good stick causes a deflection, slows down the Islanders' charge in the high corner of the Vegas zone, all the way around the boards to the low point, across the blue line, back down the high board into the corner. Off angle shot from the baseline, goes across the crease to the low wall. Puck down behind the net, brought out to the low dot, fed across, nobody there. Shot from the top of the high circle, stopped, and the puck ends up all the way back at Sorokin. 2 minutes left to go in the first. Shots are 14-11 Golden Knights. Islanders back through neutral. Bad pass as Riley Smith picks it off, and then his pass gets muddled into the Islanders taking it into the Vegas zone. Back the other way. A great pass hits Riley Smith on the tape. Heads it back, and a good shot. Stopped by Sorokin off the stick of Caden Korzak. Riley Smith trying to get it to Korzak at the blue line. He has to struggle on the high boards. Finally gets it to the point. That up front to Dorofeyev, who tries to go back to Hutton, but 3 men pressuring him out of the zone. Dumped back in. Riley Smith looking for a place to go. He backhands it, and Hannafin, oh nope, Dorofeyev not able to get a stick on it. Puck back behind Sorokin as the Islanders are going to take it out across the red line with speed into the Vegas zone. Top dot. Shot on Hart, and it hits him right in the crest as McNabb goes and buries Schaefer into the wall. I ran out of breath. McNabb's not doing shit, so let's see. Hey, is there going to be something against Duclair? Because he just attacked McNabb. Tell Schaefer to stop being a little bitch. This is hockey. Let's go. Let's see what happened. McNabb dumped him. Dude, if you're too much of a little boy, fuck off. Like, go play something else, dude. I'm sorry. I hate this shit. This is hockey. This ain't... And it's funny because Schaefer didn't do shit. Schaefer went and stood by himself like a good little boy. It's Duclair who decided he was going to go at McNabb. It's like, okay, go at McNabb. Now, McNabb's smart enough not to get a penalty. But of course, I mean, but they're not going to call anything on Duclair. Welcome to the league, dude. Yeah, Duclair goes to the box. McNabb did nothing wrong. And if you're going to call roughing on McNabb because of what Duclair decided to grab, McNabb didn't do anything. He didn't even fight back. He literally stood there with his head up. Jets is so bad, but still too much. Sugar Hill, I know the feeling, man. We've been through the struggle with Vegas, dude. We get it. We get it, dude. Hey, at least it's only 2 points. How you doing, brother? Are they playing? Are you boys playing tonight? At home against the Stars, you might be all right. See, this is horseshit. There was no penalty at all against McNabb. And now, since Duclair went at him, they're calling a penalty on McNabb. There's neither of the refs have their arms up. Yeah, I'll come back and address some stuff, but dude, Schaefer's trying to turn. Dude, McNabb basically says, "Get the fuck off of me." And then he didn't even fight back against Duclair. And he gets a roughing. I hate this shit. Duclair attacked McNabb. McNabb had his hands down and let it happen. And he gets a penalty as well. That's horseshit. That's what you do when you... That's what shitty parents do. Is punish both kids because one's fucking around. I hate the officiating. We all know this. I'll move on. 35 seconds to go in the period. Islanders feed it to the middle, bottom dot, and he beats Hart. Horvat able to beat Hart to put the Islanders on the board. It should have been a Vegas power play. Should have thrown hands. Like, dude, that's the whole thing. We're doing everything. We okay now, and Vegas isn't like this, and it's one of those things that pisses me off. Now, okay, you know the refs are gonna put you in the box for something you don't even do. So you might as well get, help him make peace with his God and take it, like, hit his ass. If this is what we're gonna do, if we're gonna just do that, got the penalty anyways. Exactly, Wink. Exactly, dude. And like the whole reason he didn't fight back was to avoid getting the penalty. He gets the penalty anyways. And then it's like, okay, well, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Because what the fuck do you do? Like I said, I know exactly what to do. If we're going no matter what, if I'm gonna get attacked and go to the box, then tell you what, he's going to the locker room. All right. Intermission. Hey, fellas, I know everybody here knows the drill. Ooh, the Devil scored. Nice. Okay. Oh, so we are 2-2 in Ottawa. Here, we'll flip over. Tell you what, while I roll something up real quick, we'll flip over to the Devils game. And we'll see how they're doing. And then once this one wraps up, I'm going to sprint out, have a little personal time, and then we'll run back in and get back to the second period with Vegas. What a pass by Connor Brown. Who's that? Mark? No, so he's got 2 points already. Cody Glass with the secondary assist. Let's go. Want some? Come get some. Something about who, what, when, who, and what. A lot of things like that. Get all right, we got a stoppage here. That was a great pass. I said it's funny, like, defensive game in football is boring as shit when it's 7-3, 10-3, when a defensive game, like a goalie game in hockey, is my favorite thing in the world, dude. When each side has 40 shots on net and the score's maybe 1-1. But every now and then, especially when Vegas isn't playing, I want to see some scoring fest, man. I want to see 6 goals a period. Devils able to get it out, trying to put on an attack, but it escapes from Brad. Ottawa's going to be able to clear it out back to neutral. It is actually very difficult to try and do this and this. Fans hate defensive football, but the coaches love it. Hey, Ray says that's 100%, brother. How you doing, man? Happy Tuesday. But yeah, it's hockey is one of those where if it's a defensive game, that means the goalies are on their head. Love big hitting, Wink. You're in the right place, brother, because that's what I live for, especially when it comes to hockey. That's why if you notice, I know a bunch of these guys will tell you I complain about how soft Vegas is all the time. Because the Golden Knights just don't hit, and they're afraid to hit. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Gallant crafted a bunch of big, mean dudes, and then DeBoer nipped their nuts, and now Cassidy is a balance between them, leaning on the side of don't get a penalty. But as you see, we get penalties anyway, so it's not like it really matters. Devils with one last attempt. Shot goes off his skate and wide. And they clear. We got an offsides. 13.3 seconds left to go in the period. All right, so we're going to recap as this ends. And then, like I said, I'm going to sneak out real quick and we'll come back for the start of the second period in New York with Vegas and the Islanders. Lightning up 3-0 at first intermission in Montreal against the Canadiens. Devils up 2-2 or tied 2-2 in Ottawa against the Senators. Sharks and the Flyers 1-1. And in Philadelphia, Ducks and the Penguins. Penguins winning 1-0 in Pittsburgh. 31 seconds to go on a power play. And halfway through the first period, there's no score in Carolina between the Blue Jackets and the Hurricanes. However, the Hurricanes leading in shots 7-1. So we know what to expect coming over the next few minutes in that one. It's you know what? Blue Jackets goalie may stay strong. Who is it? Greaves. Yes. Between Elvis and Greaves, I'd have a little more confidence in Elvis, but we'll see how they do. All right, fellas, we'll be back, like I said, about 10 minutes. We'll hang out through second intermission, but I'm gonna sneak out during this one. So we'll see you guys soon. Enjoy some tunes. Let's see if we are back to it. Wrong feed. That was the right feed. Let's give it a shot. Oh, trying to get a little more comfortable here. Say the grandma chair from Goodwill is great, except for it's a motherfucker to move around. But second here, just make sure which feed we're gonna be on. I guess it doesn't really matter. Real quick around the league, we are sitting at 2-1 in New York. Knights over the Islanders. The Lightning 4-0 over the Canadiens in Montreal. 4 minutes into the second period. First intermission, Devils and Senators are tied 2-2. 2 minutes into the second, and the Sharks and Flyers are tied 1-1. 5 minutes into the second, Penguins over the Ducks 1-0 in Pittsburgh. 4:20 to go in the first. Plays it. Columbus over Carolina 1-0. Bruins and Blues have just started 0-0. Stars and Jets in St. Louis. Stars and Jets in Winnipeg. Now that's going to be a game to watch. I wish this one was like another half hour off so we could watch during the intermission. But Stars and Jets in Winnipeg still to come. The Sabres and the Oilers in Edmonton, and the Avalanche and the Predators in Nashville. Come on, phone. You can do it. No, you can't, apparently. Good grief. All right, we're already 30 seconds into the game. So what's going on? Why are these guys still talking? Here we go. 4-on-4 for another 45 seconds after the Islanders scored on what should have been a Vegas power play. After Duclair attacked McNabb, McNabb stood there and took it, and McNabb goes to the box anyway. Islanders are going to gain control with 30 seconds left in the 4-on-4, bring it out to neutral, and send it back across their own blue line. Little back and forth from dot to dot. And here come the Islanders making their way out into the Vegas zone. Past Howden, thrown out to the middle. Wrong-handed shot. Top of the circle, fed back to the blue line. Little cycling going on all the way across to the low dot. And a good stick by Shea Theodore sends the puck all the way back to the New York blue line. Ooh, a good stick from behind by Mark Stone. Still, in my opinion, the best defensive forward playing. Trying to feed up front. We're going to get a goalie interference against Vegas. Delayed call as the Islanders go back the other way. I don't doubt that it was, but I do want to see it. Yeah, that wasn't great. Howden comes around completely untouched. It's out of the... It wasn't in the crease. I could understand if he hit him in the crease, but goalie came across into the white paint where Howden, in my opinion, has space to move, but it's obviously not. Goaltender interference. Islanders go on the power play. Cycling from their own zone across the red line and in on the low wall. Pass up to the high point, dump down below the net. McNabb gets there first, gets it to Sissons. And Sissons is able to kick it out through neutral. It's interesting to see him on the first team penalty kill. It might just be the line that we're at right now, but the shift that they're on, but it's just I said interesting. Eichel and McNabb doing work. I don't know who that was trying to cut through the middle, but fell on his ice. That's twice. Islanders have put a little too much weight on their stick. Great move by D'Angelo to send Stoney spinning. Puck into the Vegas zone. Islanders in the high corner below the net, and Whitecloud's there first to send it all the way back down. 45 seconds left to go in the Islanders power play. Holmstrom behind his own net. Works up the middle of the ice. Goes high board and into the Vegas zone. Puck down low. Whitecloud there first. Trying to get it to the corner. It comes out to Mark Stone. And Stoney gets it out to Eichel. One-on-one if he can make some moves. Sticks got tied up a little bit. It was a good idea by Eichel, but then his stick got stuck and he couldn't move. Islanders with 10 seconds left. Puck comes in, hits McNabb above the crease, sends it to the low corner. Back below the net. Eichel gets there first. With McNabb to help, we are 5-on-5. Shot from the high point. Goes up and over the net. Theodore trying to work it out of the low corner. And it eventually comes out to Marner, who leaves it at the blue line. Close to an offside, so they send it deep. And Vegas loses it in their own zone. Puck in the high corner. Trying to come around the backside of the net on the low side. Fed out front, and it's tipped up and in. How do you turn that puck over right there? How do you... We had time. Theodore decides to go he decided to take his time. If he would have actually turned around and looked instead of loafing. And then a great play by the Islanders. Spin. Guys wide open in front of the net. Eichel's behind him. Marner abandons the net. Nobody's there to take over. Just terrible, terrible defense by our forwards. McNabb was off somewhere. I think he got into that battle in the corner. Just a bad pass by Shea Theodore. Causes a turnover. It was either a bad pass by Theodore or McNabb bobbled it in the corner. I can't tell. But put themselves under pressure they didn't have to be in. Turn it over in their own zone. And what do you know? The Islanders take advantage and score. And I will be a little bit harsh on Marner because he was in front of the net and the puck drew him out when there was no one to cycle in behind him. Just bad, man. Islanders in the Vegas zone up to the blue line from the low point. Back behind the net, high corner. Fed back into the trapezoid. Out front, good stick. Dorofeyev to deflect it to the high wall. Hunt tries to chase it down, but he's too slow. They have it behind the net again. Into the low corner, high corner. Fed towards the middle. It hits something, goes across the crease into the low wall. And Vegas brings it out. Dorofeyev puts it into the official as he tries to go up and into the zone. And now the Islanders are back in Vegas territory. Is that Barbie? Just kicked it all the way out and down. Guys. Korzak goes high boards. Reinhart not able to get it out. Errant pass goes to Korzak and he flips it. Good little backspin there. Reinhart is able to get it to Sissons, who kind of gets abused right in the middle of the ice trying to reach for the puck. He had his head up enough to not get murked, but he definitely got beat up a little bit. Vegas back into the Islanders zone. Hard hit down low. Attaboy. That was Reinhart. Puck comes to Sorokin. He'll go baseline and to the high boards and out. Whitecloud back in his own zone. 6 minutes gone in the second period. Shots are 14-12. Islanders. Kolasar trying to get it to Barbashev as Eichel gets in contact down low. A quick shot by Kolasar out front is stopped by Sorokin. 6:10 gone in the second period. Shots are 14-13. Islanders score 2-2. Rough. Here, real quick. I just want to go ask a question real quick. All right. What'd I miss? Theodore with the puck, trying to feed it up front, goes off the Bowman stick and wide. Trying to go back up front again. It makes its way to Sorokin, and he will cover it. Yeah, there's another quick whistle coming. Curious. No. Definitely not that one. This is at least clear. Nope. That one's even further behind. All right. I tried. Everything good there. Everything good there. Okay. Did pause that. All right. Any changes elsewhere? Lightning still up 4-0. Devils have taken the lead 3-2. 4:20 into the second. Blaze it. Oh, Cotter with the goal. Our boy Cotter. Puck in the Vegas zone. Barbashev on the low boards trying to get it out. Gets it to Bowman and across the blue line, but sent right back. I got 4-on-4 for. I got 30 seconds on the 4-on-4. And you guys are what, 4.5 minutes in? Theodore all the way up ahead, puts it on Sorokin, and he will opt to cover it. Ooh, Flyers have taken the lead on the Sharks halfway through the second period. Ducks have tied it halfway through the second period with the Penguins. Blues score first against the Bruins, and the Stars are already on the board. Damn. Dallas. Lindell breaks the ice 40 seconds into the first. Up 1-0 against Winnipeg in Winnipeg. White Cloud trying to work the puck down low. He goes down. Somebody just went down. Who was that? I think it was Howden. Shot from up high on Hart. Gets stopped. Puck left behind the net. Up the high boards to the blue line and back down. Backhand trying to go across. It hits a skate. White Cloud tries to put it on the pad of Hart. As dude just come and crashes into Hart. I want to see that again. Because it looked like he was crashing and just smashed into Carter Hart. I mean, I'm just curious if him hitting the skate him hitting Hart popped the puck loose. So I don't think that could have been a goal either way. Goes off the skate or stick and then off the skate of White Cloud onto the left pad of Hart. So White Cloud covers it against the pad, and then the Islander dude came in and skated into Carter Hart's leg. And that's what busted it loose for a potential next opportunity, but Hart covered it up. Shot from the blue line goes up and over Hart. Riley Smith just being a dog. And under a lot of pressure on the forecheck, the Islanders ice the puck. 8:20 gone in the second. Shots are 17-16 Islanders. Lightning on a power play up 4-0. That's always good. Big shot from Hutton. I don't know what that hit, but it finally came bouncing out loose. Hutton tries again. That one hits the back glass. Dorofeyev fighting to get back out front from behind the net. He'll turn and put a quick shot on that gets sent back to the blue line. Hutton again fighting. I love it. All right, we got a player hit something on the bench, so we're going to have a face-off in neutral. But Ben Hutton, I don't know where that first shot ended up. It eventually finds its way back to him, and then he launched it again. And then coming through neutral, just getting in a battle on the boards. Will always shout out Ben Hutton. He fucked up last game. Yeah, he had a bad mistake, but he needs to be playing more than Korzak or Lazan needed to be playing. Reinhardt able to get a stick out, gets it to Lazan, but his shot comes right back to him. And Islanders clear. White Cloud from his own blue line up ahead to Sissons, and it's stopped and sent the other way. This line's got to do something. I don't need a miracle. Just do something this game. It's Reinhardt, Sissons, and I'm not sure who's the third. I got to think it's Kolasar. Yeah, I do plan on being here for the Winter Classic. Like I said, after Thursday, I'm going to try and get back into being here like most nights, at least like 6 days a week. If not, maybe 5, but do a couple of double headers. All right, 10:38 to go in the second. Puck into the Vegas zone, but it's sent right back out. Eichel from the red line dumps it back in to the high corner. Vegas gets there first, but the pass doesn't reach Bowman. Barbashev fighting for it, but the Islanders are going to come out of the zone. Good little check by McNabb as the puck comes on to Hart. Can't be turning the puck over in our own zone, guys. Eichel ends up with it. Getting some speed up ahead. High wall crashing down, trying to backhand it out front. And he hits some sticks. It settles in front of Sorokin before Bowman can take the follow-up shot. Halfway through the game on the dot. 10 minutes to go in the second. Shots are 17 apiece. Dude, Eichel is just so quick. Like, Eichel is fast, but he's also quick. And that's where he gets you, because he looks like he's just kind of easy skating, and you don't realize how fast he's going. And then he makes a cut. And he'll make the cut and get back to speed incredibly fast. That's why most of Colorado is, or the Colorado Avalanche are as effective as they are, because all of them, you got half the team that is fast as hell, and you got half the team that is quicker than shit. And that's a pretty good spot to be in. I'm not sure if that was the last one. I'm not sure when that was. They showed a clip of Crosby being Crosby. That's one thing, man. I wish I could like him more. And the only reason I don't like him more is because he doesn't play for my team. Dude is one of the best hockey players ever. He is incredible to watch. Like, that's one thing, man. You want to get, if you ever get bored, just look up best goals of the season from like 2009, 10, 11, and 12, like in that area. Oh, look up the hits and look up the goals, man. It's good shit. I don't know what's going on with this commercial. It just, for some reason, it just kind of reset my brain. Tequila commercial. What's the good shit? Oh, no, that's Cuervo. I was expecting it to be Patron or something. That was some back in the day shit, dude. Drinking like Corona with lime, doing shots of tequila while playing pool at the bar. I gotta hit up Benny. I gotta hit up my buddy. I was playing pool one day, dude's playing Golden Tee. He walks over, is like, "What's the company?" Like, hell yeah, dude, let's rack up. And I started playing pool with him like 2 or 3 times a week for like a year. I haven't seen him in a while. Like, ever since I stopped going to the bars. I gotta hit Buddy up and see how he's doing. Shot on net from Marner gets swallowed up by the glove of Sorokin. 9:47 to go in the second. They did change the shot count, so shots are 18-17 New York. 2-2 is the score. Still 4-0 Lightning Canadians, 3-2 Devil Senators, 2-1 Flyers over the Sharks. The Ducks have taken the lead in Pittsburgh. Oh, a great backhand pass by Stoney. Howden whiffs on the shot on the side of the net. Another great defensive play. Little stick lift puck steal. But Mark Stone just patient, gets a perfect pass to Howden, and he can't bury it. That is unfortunate. Marner tries to touch it over to Howden. He gets it up to Dorofeyev, and it gets cleared back out of the zone. Yeah, I got to see it again. Dorofeyev saying the Islanders are the one that brought it in. Yeah, the Islanders brought it in. God, I hate the officiating in this fucking sport, man. Holy shit. Ducks, Devil need the help. Hey, they're up over the Pens, man. Shout out to them. Trying to keep an eye on that, but I'm also wanting to watch this because the more the bullshit happens, the more I don't want to miss. Shot from the high boards goes well past everybody. Dorofeyev gets it to McNabb, trying to get it to Hannafin, but it worked out. Hurdle just got tripped, but we'll pretend like that didn't just happen. A little bit of contact. Hannafin not able to get past the skates of the blue jersey. White Cloud can't control it. And the Islanders are going to come around trying to get it to the front of the net, but he carries it to the high wall. Point back down along the boards into the corner. All the way across, and White Cloud was home watching for the pass. Dorofeyev and White Cloud chase into the corner. Hannafin tries to bump it back to them. Dorofeyev just can't find the strength in his stick to work the puck up the wall, back down. Hannafin just got tripped by Carter Hart. That's always great. Shot from the high blue line hits Hannafin's skate. And Vegas finally gets it clear, but only Hurdle going for a change. Dorofeyev might be able to go get off the ice. And that's going to be an icing on the Islanders. 7.5 to go in the second period. Good grief. We struggle in the second period. It's what happens. Let me see. All right. Burn through the update again. Oh, Senators have tied the Devils 3-3 in Ottawa. Flyers over the Sharks 2-1. Ducks over the Pens 2-1. Blue Jackets over the Hurricanes 1-0. Blues over the Bruins 1-0. Stars still winning by 1 against Winnipeg. And the other two games have not started yet. Shot by McNabb makes its way to Sorokin, but he'll glove it. And we are at 7:29 to go in the period. Why does that say 7:03? Jesus, we are so far behind. It drives me insane when the feed is this far back. But this is the best feed we got. So this is the feed we watch. McNabb flinging it around behind the net to Theodore. Tries to work it up past the blue line. Takes a hit as he does, but he gets it to Eichel. Barbashev spinning, trying to get it towards the net. Hits some skates, and the Islanders clear. Theodore gets bodied as he gets to the puck on the low boards. Puck goes up and over their head. It looked like a hand pass. Eventually it gets called. Yeah, dude. Unfortunately, these are the feeds I have. They're usually like 30 seconds. Now, granted, Wink, I don't know. Like, your messages seem, I don't know how close it is because I have low latency on, but I really don't. I can't quite tell. Actually seems to be not that bad. So there may be a little delay between me and it getting to you on top of a 40-second delay that I'm dealing with. Just so bad. Take a minute here. We'll see if these feeds come anywhere close to being better. Islanders just scored. That's a soft goal given up by Carter Hart. He got beat. Fucking unfortunate, man. Nope, that's further behind. The more feeds that I check, the further behind they are. I do appreciate that, Wink. I appreciate that. No spoilers. But hey, if it happens, don't worry about it. I will say that 100%. But I do appreciate you looking out. That is the biggest complaint that I have is that the feeds are so far behind, and it really does irritate the living hell out of me. But for now, it is what it is. You know, this is on HBO. Do I have? Do they not have it? That's highlights. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I don't mean to be completely spaced out right now, but I'm trying to figure out if I can watch, because it says the game's on TNT and HBO Max. So I'm on HBO Max, but I obviously don't see the game. TNT Sports. NHL on TNT. That's all replays. Why you gotta remind me of that shit? Why you gotta do that? Yeah, no, I saw that, brother. I saw that 44 seconds from what was it, Lindell? That's rough, bro. That's rough. Ooh. I actually have Welcome to Dairy, and I didn't know that. I've been wanting to watch that. All right. Dude, I want to watch my sports. How do I do this? Apparently, I don't have the thing that allows me to do that. Is that something? Maybe I can do it like this. Again, sorry, y'all. I'm a little distracted. I just really want to find a way to get a game that's not a absolutely trash feed right now. Okay, what if you already have HBO Max? Is there a way to do this? One more check real quick. Okay. I guess we're stuck a minute behind. I did everything. Just finally broke up top line. See if it changes anything. How, like, are the Jets not looking great? Or, I mean, you only got the first period of judgment right now. Obviously, the Stars looked better in the first minute of the game, but I mean, it seems shots are 11-6 Winnipeg. It seems that it's not too rough of a game for either side. In Vegas, we're just under, or we're 4:45 to go in the second. Shots are 20-18 in favor of the Golden Knights. Score 3-2. And our score 3-2 for the Islanders. Hulu. You know what? I don't know. Let me see. Because, like, I have a bunch of different stuff or access to a bunch of different stuff, but I suck at actually knowing what to use when. Let me see if I can find it. Five. There's Columbus and Carolina. Yeah, I see Columbus and Carolina. There, nope, that's a replay of Chicago and the Golden Knights. There, Vegas in the Islander zone, end up tossing it to the low corner. Kolasar gets there first around the back of the net to Reinhart, going up the high wall. They'll slam back around into the corner. Sissons works it to Kolasar up to the high point. Hanifin hits a body at the high dot, and the Islanders eventually get it clear. Yeah, see, I see Columbus and Carolina. There's replays. I'm trying to, I don't see how to. .247. They're going to call it an intentional offsides. Yeah, like I said, I see. What am I missing about actually finding Vegas, though? Big shot from not too far away. Missed the net. 2.5 to go in the second. Puck into the low corner. And here comes Marner out with Bowman to his right. Howden chasing with Bowman behind the Islanders' net. Good play to stop up and head back the other way. Islanders into the Vegas zone, pressing against Theodore. And he falls down. What are people complaining about? The guy lost an edge and the crowd goes, it's the home crowd. I can't be too surprised, but like, guys, come on. If it's a penalty, then it's a penalty. If it's not, just let it go. Korzak up the low boards, and Bowman loses it at the blue line. Schaefer's going to head back the other way. Islanders into the Vegas zone, shot on net, and he goes wide. I think Hart might have gotten a piece of that as Stoney now one-on-one trying to get into the middle. He gets forced off behind the net as the puck goes to the corner. A little bit of a hit in the high wall as the puck leaves the zone. Caden Korzak from his own blue line hits neutral and dumps it all the way around in the high corner. Barbashev fighting for it. Eichel cannot help. Stone a little too slow, and the Islanders get it out. 60 seconds to go in the second period. Puck all the way down. No icing. In the high corner of the Islanders zone, they'll take the high wall out, turnover right at neutral. White Cloud, redlining in. Over everybody into the high corner, hurdle in a foot race, and he loses. New York gets it right back out. 35 seconds to go in the second. White Cloud in front of his own net, chasing the puck. Resets and sends it out high. Dorofea from the red line tries to dump it in. It hits a stick and flutters in instead. Right back out of the zone, touched up. And the Islanders are able to escape. Pass to the red line turned over. 10 seconds to go as Riley Smith tries to set it down for a hurdle. 5 seconds. Islanders on the high board, and that is the end of the second period. Good grief, dude. All right, let me see. See, these are all upcoming games. Wink, is the Vegas game on Hulu for you? And I'm just not seeing it? Because all I'm seeing right now is Columbus and Carolina. I really feel like I'm missing something, but I just don't know. We are in intermission. We'll find another game to throw on in a second. I just really want to try and figure out where to find. Ooh. Actually scrolling through, seeing a couple movies I haven't seen in a while. But where? Dreams, details. No. That is a bummer. We'll flip on the game real quick, though, to see how everything's going. Do have that, the red retro is Will Carrier jersey, so I have no complaints when I get to watch him play. Does look like Carolina scored, so it is now, I believe, a tie game. Yes, tie 1-1. Jarvis dancing in the corner. Possible cross check that might have actually opened everything up. Do I have a, yeah. Let me see here. Let me see how old boy went down on that high wall. Oh, that is a missed penalty and a half. Carolina, you got away with it. Because the man whose responsibility it was trying to come back, dude straight up hooked his skate and ripped his leg down. That is rough. That goal only happened because of a missed trip. But you know what they say. It's only a penalty if it gets called. Meanwhile, Columbus into the Carolina zone. They're able to set it back the other way. And right back in come the Blue Jackets. I didn't realize Jarvis was 23, dude. I feel like that fucker's been around for a decade. 9:20 to go in the second. Shots are 14 apiece as the Hurricanes set from behind their own goal. Red line and into the high corner. Ooh, shot goes wide of the net. And Columbus is going to airmail it out. Sent right back in. Good hip check. Separates Stahl from the puck. And wait, is that? Yeah, Stahl. Dude, Columbus is just in the minute and a half I've watched. Columbus has just got a little bit more dog in them. I said the only reason Jarvis scored right there was because dude got his heel hooked and went down, and they didn't call it. Unfortunate for the Hurricane, or for the Blue Jackets. Very fortunate for the Hurricanes. I'm not going to be gone long, but they just went to commercial break. I'm just going to throw on the BRB screen and be back in a minute. All right. So we're back with 8 minutes left in Columbus, or sorry, in Carolina. Blue Jackets at the Hurricanes. I almost called them the Devils. Man, my brain is mush right now. Too much. Because I had too many numbers have just made my brain a little numb. Columbus out with speed, 1-on-2, gets it back off the back of the net, and Hurricanes recover. Good catch, Columbus keeping the puck in. Battle in the high corner. I'd love to call a couple more people out for Columbus, but I have no idea who the hell anybody is. They score? No, I just watched that. Yeah. Devils got a little mad because dude took a turning shot at the net that didn't go anywhere close to the net. But yeah, Wink, is the Vegas game on Hulu Live for you? Because the only one I see is Columbus, Carolina. Carolina working up the low wall on net, but a screen in front. And a good move gets Columbus free. They've got some speed, cut in the middle, but a good stick defensively for the Hurricane. Sends the puck the other way. No, just gotta, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Because, yeah, this is way better. We're actually, like, we're right on time, maybe 2 seconds behind in this game. Ooh, great attempt by Carolina, completely stuffed by the Columbus goalie. Who is in net? That's Greaves or something like that, right? Or no? Yeah, Greaves. He's been looking sharp, man. Tries to go around the boards. He does manage to make it through the Devil's skates. Puck up ahead across the neutral line, and it's going to come back the other way. Fed back. Ehlers all the way across. Good stick. Disrupts that pass. Hurricanes maintain into the high corner. Cycling to the blue line, and everybody abandons him up at the top. Tries to take the puck in himself. Misplays it, and now we have a foot race back the other way. Columbus there first. On the high boards, trying to go back below the net. And Devil, I did it again. The Hurricanes come away with the dude. There's a problem. It just, my brain just melts. Okay, you have all the live games. So why don't what am I missing here? Because I go to live and I don't even know where to go, because it's like studio shows, explore more, and replays, and that's it. And then there's 5 things on the top, and I don't even understand how to get to unlock. Maybe that's what it is. Well, that's the thing. Like, I go to live and I don't even. Like, see, I don't even have a go to sports option here. That's why I'm confused. Oh, that's okay. I see why. Because it's through. No, it's no. I know what's going on. It's because it's going. Hang on. I know what I got. I know what I have to do. I just don't know if I'll be able to figure it out. Let's see. No, never mind. Forget about it. I know what's going on. And it's stupid. I know exactly what's going on. The way I have everything going, it's not going to do it. Yeah, forget it. Unfortunately, the games that I do have access to aren't going to be. I see. Hang on. About Jets deserve mechanics so we don't get relocated. I don't see you guys going anywhere. Like I said, it's unfortunately the gap that I took from watching hockey. I don't know. Yeah, when the game's on. Yeah, I know, Wink, but we're in intermission and we might as fucking well. But I already know what's wrong. It's on me. It's on me. And at this point, it's basically in the sense of like, I'm over it. So we'll be a minute behind for now, is what it is. Let's see how far behind these feeds are for Columbus and them. They're way far back. But yeah, Sugar, the time that I took away from hockey so severely it destroyed my hockey knowledge, because I 100% just could not care less for that time that I wasn't streaming, and I didn't watch a game for like 2 weeks. So I don't know how anybody's playing. I forgot a bunch of names, so I have to go look through rosters and refresh my memory. Plus all this, like I said, I'm studying for a math final I have on Thursday, and I've been studying for this for the last 4 days, and I've got a lot more studying to do, so my brain is just mush. So I will say any hockey opinions that I may carry at this time are subject to change. And yeah, don't listen to shit when it comes to that, because this is just mush. Let's see what's going on with Tampa real quick. I have to right click and then open. Technology is just not being a friend today. Let's just say that, man. Like, it is what it is, but every now and then when you have those days where the things that typically help you are just out to get you, like, you just know your phone's auto-correcting shit in an attempt to sabotage you, stuff like that. Every now and then technology just kicks my ass. Taking a look at Tampa, Montreal. This thing's 5-1. Shots are 24-21 Montreal. So roughly 23 point something percent on scoring. Who's in net for Montreal right now? Ooh. Okay, so who was in first? Was Dobbs or Dobbs or whatever? I forgot. I know I know how it's pronounced, but I forgot how it's pronounced. But was Montembeault in first, or was the backup in first? Oh, we got a huddle. All right, those are just. That's going to be tempers flaring just because it's fucking Tampa. Is this the right one? Is this going to be the close feed? Forgot which one was the closer feed. All right, while we're waiting, let's do the league run through real quick. Currently in New York, Islanders lead the Golden Knights 3-2. This is a little loud. Hang on. That was just a touch loud. Lightning are up on the Canadiens 5-1. 6 minutes gone in the third in Montreal. Second intermission. Devils in the Senators tied 3-3 in Ottawa. Flyers in Philly over the Sharks 3-1. 5 minutes gone in the third. Just over 7 minutes gone in the third for the Ducks and the Penguins. They are tied 2-2. Minute left in the second for the Blue Jackets and the Hurricanes in Carolina, tied 1-1. Bruins and the Blues in St. Louis. Blues up 1-0. Start of the second period. Bruins, a minute 55 to go on the power play. Stars up 1-0. 16 seconds to go on the power play. Just over a minute to go, or a minute into the second period in Winnipeg. As the Sabres and the Oilers start 0-0. Coming soon, Avalanche and the Predators. Just need a miracle. Miracle. It could happen. It could happen. Damn, dude. We are legitimately a minute behind. That annoys me so much. White Cloud working through neutral, tosses it up ahead, and it's going to be kicked out of the corner up the high wall. Swung on, and Hannah Finn catches up to it. New York starting to play back. Could have been a late change, but it looks like they're starting to get a little, let's try and score again vibes. Hopefully that works against them and they end up 5-on-4 in front of their own net. White Cloud up ahead. Shuts down the entry, kicks it around the boards to Hannah Finn and feeds it to Howden. Up and out, tossed in. Islanders carrying it to the low boards, trying to get it out. They get it past McNabb to Theodore in neutral. McNabb sets it back for Eichel, trying to work it up ahead. He gets in and then turns it over to the middle of the ice. McNabb has it at the low point. Big shot, just misses the net wide. Theodore in a foot race back against Heineman. He gets there first. And now Barbashev with Bowman trying to attack. He leaves it for Barbashev in the one-handed score! What a goal. One-handed diving, swats it past Sorokin. Let's get it ready. What a score. Hang on. Scoring for your Golden Knights with his 11th of the season, number 49, Ivan Barbashev, with an assist from number 42, Braden Bowman, and a secondary assist from number 9, Jack Eichel. Yay, yay, yay. Puck all the way in around Carter Hart. Battle for it in the high corner. Sissons comes away, gets it to Hannafin. Takes a little bit too slow, but Reinhardt's able to get it up ahead. Sisson tosses it across the blue line to Colasar that charges into the zone. Ooh, an awkward lean into the board. Sissons gets back up, though. Looks like he's all right. Hannafin all the way back to his blue line. Sets it for White Cloud. Working to neutral and in. Back to the Islanders as Vegas goes for a change. New York with fresh legs as well. As New York gets into the Vegas zone, and we're going to have an offsides. 16:43 to go in the game. What a, like, dude, he had no oh, no, actually, Sorokin was looking the whole time. He was right there ready for it, but he wasn't ready for it. Shot high and wide from the low point goes up and out of play. I don't even want to say it, but Vegas, Montreal, and Philadelphia are tied for most third period comeback wins with 5, and 4 others are tied at 4. Not really a record. It's a record I want to have, but it's not really a record I want to have. New York stops the entry by Vegas, goes back the other way on the high boards, all the way across. Ooh, Pajot couldn't quite pull the trigger. Back to D'Angelo across the blue line. Shot on net. Did not get to the net as it hit bodies up front. Vegas is able to get it back the other way. Marner putting on the pressure. Islanders clear it back to neutral. Into the Vegas zone on the high boards. Good job defensively by your boy Mark Stone. Eichel into the zone. Tries to cut across. He gets a little held there, but looked like he grabbed Eichel's arm, but Marner comes away with it, and he puts it off the skate of the man standing in front of him. Islanders dump it back to Hart, and Theodore will reset behind his own net. 15 and a half to go in the game. All the way up on the stretch pass. Barbashev does not touch it. Nobody touches it. And we have an icing on Vegas. Right on 15:30. Damn, dude. Dude, Bowman likes to be in front of the net. I really, really like this kid. Face off to the left of Hart, won by, well, actually, Vegas able to force the Islanders out. Not sure exactly who the puck was won by, or the face-off was won by, but goes in Vegas' favor. Eichel can't get it past the blue line, and the Islanders are going to take it out of their own zone. Inside a good stick, Barbashev trailing the pass. Ooh, a fake shot from the top of the high circle, fed to the middle, and the shot goes wide. Follow-up shot from the top of the low circle, swallowed up by Carter Hart. Let's see. I feel like there's something I haven't looked at yet. Let's see. No. Yeah. Okay. We'll just have to deal. Through neutral, puck backhanded all the way down. We got another icing on Vegas. Oh, I'll look at that actually. That's ESPN, Hulu. That says HBO Max and TNT. Puck through neutral. Vegas tosses it in behind Sorokin. Fed out to the low boards, and Islanders go the other way. Fed across, tipped, and missed the net. Good defense to prevent an easier shot by Ben Hutton, but man, that was close. Islanders resetting from their own territory. Just over 14 minutes to go in the third period. Fed down to the low corner. Whitecloud gets there first, tips it to Hutton. Reinhardt is going to send it, and we've got an icing again by Vegas. Good Lord, guys. Let's see. Over 8th. Oh, those are like old. Okay. We're back. 13.5 to go in the third. Puck in the Islanders zone, working up the low boards through neutral. Into Vegas territory, swatted back around into the high corner. Korzak battling for it. Gets body just a little bit. He's starting to do a little bit better with being able to hold position at least, but his upper body flails quite a bit. Islanders work the blue line, get it to the top of the low circle. Shot stopped by Hart. A follow-up shot after the puck goes in the air, swept away by Hannafin as the rebound's in the middle of the ice. McNabb back feeds it behind his own net. It comes right back to him. He wasn't ready for that. McNabb leaves it for Eichel. Hits the red line. Everybody's crossed up all the way down to the top circle. Goes back to the blue line, makes one of the stupidest passes we've seen in a while, but coming from Eichel, that's actually an improvement. And he knows better than to make that stupid ass pass, but for some reason he makes one dumb decision like that per game. Eichel circling around on the low boards, turns and shoots from the middle of the blue line. Hits a stick and it went straight into the air, lands just behind Sorokin. And the Islanders are going to end up coming away with it, taking it across neutral into Vegas territory. Quick shot. Hart it looked like he wasn't ready, but he reacted. Barbashev now trying to dump it in, blocked by a hand of an Islander. Hurdle ends up with it, takes the shot, and goes over the net. Behind Sorokin, everybody's fighting for it, tripping over the net. Hurdle goes down. He's able to get it out front, but the Islanders come away. Claire leaves it back. And here come the Islanders into Vegas territory. What's the penalty? Show that again. What the hell? I want to see that penalty again. It looked like him and Duclair just kind of got their feet taken, like it was incidental. I absolutely mic'd up Barbie is cool. Great. Okay. Can we see what just happened, please? I'll go back and look then. Yeah. Like what? Maybe his stick did get him, and I just don't see it from that angle. Just getting oof. I hate these tight games for the Golden Knights. Let it happen to every other team when the Knights aren't playing. Oh. All right, 6-1 Lightning over the Canadiens in Montreal. 6 minutes to go in the game. 13:22 to go in the game in Ottawa. Devils and the Senators tied 3-3. Flyers over the Sharks 3-1 with 5:20 to go in the game in Philadelphia. 4:02 to go in the third. Ducks and the Penguins are tied in Pittsburgh. Second intermission. Blue Jackets and the Hurricanes tied 1-1. 11-11. Make a wish to go in the second. In St. Louis, Blues over the Bruins 1-0. Stars kick the door open as they have taken a 3-0 lead over Winnipeg with 9 minutes to go in the second. Sabres and the Oilers are tied 0-0 with 9.5 gone in the first. And the Avalanche and the Predators still to come. That is weak as shit, man. Is what it is. McNabb chucks it all the way down the ice. Islanders coming out of their own zone, hit the red line and pass to the high boards. Theodore pushing them all the way around the net, up the low boards to the center of the point, down to the high dot. Skane with it, holding it. Pass distance back to the point off the low dot, and Hart gloves it and makes the save. Something doesn't seem right here. Are we getting ready to go to a commercial again or something? Because all of a sudden, the time... Oh, there it goes. Okay, the time just had an update. I'm like, all of a sudden, my time's like really close to the real life time, but it's not. Off the face-off shot. Stopped out high. Islanders keep it in the zone. Outside the high circle, top dot. All the way across to the low dot, trying to feed it across into the front of the crease to Declare, but McNabb is there to disrupt it. Puck goes on Hart, and he makes the save. Good job, McNabb, right there. 1:10 to go in the power play, 10:30 to go in the period. Puck off the glass, not out of the zone, as Schaefer makes a good play to catch and drop it. Circling the top dot to the middle of the point. How is that not interference as Duclair is all over Carter Hart? Islanders low circle on the wall to the middle of the point. Top dot looking for something. Goes back to the middle, back to the low dot. It was off angle. He couldn't get the shot off. All the way across. Theodore does not have a stick. It's in between the skates of Carter Hart. And they score from the shot out from the middle. Nothing to say, man. You shouldn't. Eventually, they're going to score on a power play. And finally, they did. So, you know what I mean? You can't give them multiple shots at a power play and then not clear the zone. It's funny. I was talking to my dad, and it was kind of an agreement. Like, you know what? We don't need them winning this one. It's okay. They're on the road. Rather not lose too many at home, but they're on the road. And we don't want them having an insane win streak right now. Because that just means they'll collapse as it gets closer to Stanley Cup time, playoff season. So it's okay. Lose a couple, win a couple, lose a couple, win a couple, stay up nice and high in the rankings, point wise. And then after the Olympic break, just start going ape shit and start really hammering in and getting the good wins. And by that I mean get lucky with scoring a lot. Hopefully the puck goes in our favor for a while and we end up doing okay. Ooh, backhand, but hits a stick. Bowman not able to get it on net. Barbashev back behind and Bowman whiffs on his shot. What a pass to get it out to number 42. Just didn't connect. Eventually Hanifin finds the puck, sends it online towards Sorokin, and he swallows it up. I mean, that tipped, and then went in. Very unfortunate. What are you going to do, though, right? Like I said, it's okay. We don't got to win them all. As nice as it is, as fun and enjoyable as it is. It's okay. Okay. However, let's see how we respond. As long as we start going ape shit on controlling the puck, like we need to make the Islanders do what we usually do willingly, which is change our mindset to play not to lose. If we can force them to do that, we'll be okay. Otherwise, I see another goal coming before the empty net. But we shall see. Real quick, going across the games again. Still 6-1 Lightning, Montreal. Still tied. Devils, Ottawa. Still 3-1. Ooh, there's a change with 1:03 to go. The Penguins, well, actually, they scored what? 3:55 left in the third. Penguins made it 3-2. So now Anaheim has the empty net for the final minute. Blackhawks and Hurricanes still 1-1. Bruins have tied it, made it 1-1. 12:48 into the second period. Ooh, Winnipeg has actually gotten on the board 3-1 with 5 minutes to go in the second period. And still no score in Edmonton versus Buffalo. I am kind of keeping an eye on the board because we got 8.5 minutes to go the game. 8.5 minutes left in the game in real time, but I have, when we eventually get started, nine minutes. So I'm waiting for this thing to update, dude. It's going to be so bad. All right, puck in the Islander zone. Hutton tries to swing it towards the net. No go. Howden pushes it all the way across the ice and loses the foot race. But Whitecloud's able to knock it down. Hutton trying to make a move. Pass it all the way across the ice. There goes Stoney. Oh, to Marner. You got to shoot that puck, Marner. Oh, man. He had a little bit of trouble controlling it, but that should have been a load and go. Oh, yeah. A minute behind at least. Puck comes all the way out. Yeah, no icing as Hutton is going to come out of the Vegas zone. Ugh. Yeah, I do have to apologize. I know this is probably bugging me more than anybody else, but being 30 seconds behind annoys the hell out of me. Being a minute behind is just unreal. This usually never happens to me, I swear. I mean, 10 seconds at most. Anyway. Puck back in through neutral at the line. Islanders not able to stop Riley Smith from making a play. Hurdle gets cross-checked down, but we'll forget about that. He then gets his stick wrapped. Dude, guys are just holding on. They're holding on to our guys' sticks. We're not going to worry about that, though. Quick turning shot from Howden. Hanifin trying to feed it back. Sorry, that's Riley Smith. Still trying to feed it back to the net, unable to do so. Theodore sent all the way back, chasing the puck from behind Carter Hart. 6:10 in real time, 6:40 on my time. Eichel in through neutral to Barbashev, makes a great pass to Barbashev, but then Barbie's pass to Eichel gets picked off. We're so close, but I said it at the beginning. Our passing was off at the beginning, and that usually spells a bad time for Vegas. White Cloud takes it into the zone, but it hits something, so I'm not sure if that's coming. It looks like we're coming back to neutral. .610 to go in the third. Quick scan. Ooh. Ducks and Penguins go into overtime. Not short-handed goal. Yeah, that is offsides. What the hell does that even mean? I gotta see what happened here, because Anaheim tied up the game with 1 second left on the clock. And it says shorthanded goal. Like, what happened? I'm waiting for it to pop up so I can play it, but keeping an eye on that as Pitt and Anaheim go to overtime. Puck into the New York zone, up in the high corner. Stoney trying to go up the wall backwards, and he's not able to do it. Islanders dump into the high corner. Puck behind the Vegas net. Korzak unable to reach it. Islanders get it to the high point across the blue line. D'Angelo shoots, hits something up front, and Vegas is going to go the other way. Marner with Howden. And it's offsides as the puck hits something, comes back into Stone's skate, and he ends up losing it. Oh, Pitt's. Yeah, Pitt's on a power play. So, but they have so much, a minute 22, 20 seconds gone. So that's a minute. So Pitt had a power play for 18 seconds when Anaheim scored. Maybe 17 seconds. Like, what? So you're telling me less than 20 seconds to go in the game, Pittsburgh gets a power play, and Anaheim manages to tie it up. I am way more interested in that than I am in the Vegas game, 100%. Let's see, control this 440. How much time's on here? Okay. I forgot that I already forgot how far these feeds are behind, so I'm not even going to really worry about watching it, but we'll keep an eye on it. Still waiting for the replay to pop up on the app so that I can watch it. Tell you what, I'm willing to bet we can find it on Twitter real quick. We're still in commercial break in this one. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a 5-3 score in a second here. Ducks, Penguins. So it looks like the defenseman. It looks like the defenseman, as the guy was trying to put it on net, he actually just skated right through all the Penguin defense, put it on net. I think it bounced off of the goalie's pad, but one of the pens fell and it kind of knocked it in with a second left on a Penguins power play. Unreal. That's why games are 60 minutes. Ooh, good pick by Dorofeyev with Hurdle. He just punched him in the face. He just wrapped around his face to stop him from going past him. Hurdle fighting on the boards, gets it to Hutton, tipped by Dorofeyev on to Sorokin, but Sorokin kicks it away. Duclair hits the red line. And with 4.5 to go, you shouldn't see anybody, shouldn't see an empty net yet. But they definitely need to score very quickly so that we don't see it. How is that not an interference? I guess it was a lot closer to him dumping the puck than I thought. It looked like he dumped it, took a couple of steps, and then got checked, but I 100% could be wrong. Eichel resetting in the Vegas zone across the red line. Bowman gets it back to Eichel, and he can win the stick battle. I really like Bowman a lot. Eichel gets it poked away. So Barbashev gets it to Hannafin, who goes back to Stone. Shit. Stoney can't control the pass from Hannafin, so he'll try to go to Howden, who dumps it in all the way around to the high corner. Sent back around the low boards. McNabb at the low point. Goes back down the boards. Marner leaves it for Stone. Stone trying to do something with it. Just not a whole lot there. Theodore's going to shoot it. Nope, he leaves it for McNabb. McNabb takes a shot. Stop by Sorokin. Back the other way. Theodore makes a good play with the stick. And now McNabb will come back the other way. So 2:30 in real time, and they still don't have an empty net. Should be looking for that to change very soon. Fuck, I'm hungry. Theodore dumps it in, and the Islanders will send it back out. But we do have an icing, so I'm pretty sure we're going to have a commercial break right here, and we'll see how this one ends up. Like I said, I think we're going to end up 5-3 with a Islanders empty net. Oh, Devils. 12:24 to into the third. The Devils took the lead 4-3. I don't think I noticed that. Ducks and Pens still tied. Oh, we got a power play coming to the Golden Knights. Okay, well then I'm going to stop looking at my phone. And we're going to go based only off of, even though minute behind, everybody, we are 60 seconds at least behind. Delay a game on Pellick. He tossed it right. Stone caught his stick as Pellick went to toss it. And he's bitching because Stone bumped his stick. But that he didn't touch the puck. He didn't hand. All right, so apparently I didn't realize while that sequence was happening, Hart went off the ice, but he just came back on. I'm expecting, they'll give it a minute, they'll give it halfway through the power play before they pull the goalie. Eichel at the low corner. Looking. Him and Marner almost touch. Get it to Stoney down low. He goes Marner up high. Back to Eichel. Back to Marner. Down to Dorofeyev. Back to Marner on the blue line. To Eichel at the low wall. He's high on the wall. Throws it to Stone up close. Tries to go across, and the stick of Sorokin was perfect. Puck out to Marner up high. Goes across to Dorofeyev, and a great save, Sorokin. And now we're buffering. Why are we buffering? Minute 30 to go in the third. A minute 5 to go on the power play. Sorokin, you bastard. Good save. There goes Hart. I told you. 60 seconds left on the power play. Puck on the low boards. Hurdle, we're buffering again. We haven't buffered all game. Why is this happening? What the hell, guys? Still 6-on-4. Out to the middle. Shot. Puck's loose. It's going to go all the way back out of the zone. Less than 30 seconds to go on the power play. 45 to go in the game. Stick is knocked out of hand. Dorofeyev gets it to Hurdle. Hurdle trying to go back behind him. I wish he would have just taken the shot. And now Eichel. Moving around, looking for something. Gives it to Theodore, who I hate when Theodore's on the blue line. But Eichel gets it to Stone. Tries to go down to Hurdle, and it's covered by Sorokin. And somehow Marner ends up in the net. All right, the game's over. So, oh, it's not quite over yet. Okay. No, it's over, right? This is just behind. How did this, dude, in the last 30 seconds, this feed buffered and then it's suddenly like right on time. I'm probably still a couple seconds behind, but it's like, why are we playing this game? Dorofeyev had it. He just couldn't get it elevated high enough. What an effort. Oh, what happened in the other one? Did they go to shootout? Devils up 4-3, 90 seconds to go, and Ducks and the Penguins are in a shootout. All right, so Penguin did not score on their first shot. Here come the Ducks. Going high wall, back across to the middle. A great little fake and then a backhand that beats. I don't know who's in net for Pittsburgh. Dude, is this game over already or what? They scored! It buffered again, and all of a sudden it loads up to see them score. Holy shit. Marner keeps it in, throws it down. Eichel, Stoney. Back out high. Mitch Marner throws it down low, and a follow-up by Dorofeyev to bury it. Let's fucking go, baby. Something just happened in the Vegas game. It looked like it should be penalty worthy against the Islanders. All right, Anaheim wins the shootout. And he smacked Howden right in the face, which is clearly a high sticking penalty. So Vegas is on the power play with 3 seconds to go in the game, right? What are we talking about here? All right, we got good. It's so funny. The crowd's going nuts when he clear as day smacked Brett Howden in the face. And the crowd goes to, what are you? Oh, you fucking loser. I wish Cassidy screamed at the refs and shit more like other coaches did. I'm not gonna lie. But right now, we're playing against the Islanders, so fuck that little crybaby. Like, I'm not an asshole. I'm occasionally a hypocrite. Oh, actually, I'm a little bit of both. Face off to the right. Marner shoots, and it goes right onto the crest of Sorokin. They will let the clock run out, and we will go to 4-on-3 to start overtime. Meanwhile, the Devils come through for a wink. They win 4-3 over the Senators in Ottawa. Currently, the Hurricanes have come back to take the lead 2-1 on the Blue Jackets. Bruins up 2-1 on the Blues. Jets are storming back 3-2. Stars in second intermission. Don't count the Jets out, baby. Sabres 1-0 over the Oilers. You'll love to see it. First intermission. And the Avalanche and the Predators still to come, probably starting after the Vegas and Islanders game. I'm like, who have I been calling out this entire couple hours? Oh, yeah. We got a point. Again, even though we won the last overtime game, I still have zero confidence in our overtime ability. Actually, I think we've won 2 overtime games lately, haven't we? Like recently? No, we lost the shootout to Chicago. No, we won the shootout against Chicago. What am I thinking about? I totally misread that. And then we lost against Ottawa. So no, we have 1 in a row. Okay, it's all right. Hey, our record is 1 overtime win in a row. So if we win this one, we double our previous record for this season. So let's get lucky here on the overtime on the power play. Oh, I never announced. Scoring for your Golden Knights with his 12th of the season, number 16, Pavel Dorofeyev, with an assist from number 93, Mitch Marner, and a secondary assist from your captain, number 61, Mark Stone. Yeah. All right, Marner into the zone. Gives it to Stone across to Eichel. Marner circles back to the top. Eichel on the high dot. Stoney up front, giving a screen. The rebound comes from the Eichel shot. Dorofeyev not quite close enough. Down to Dorofeyev, looking to get it to Stone. He goes back to Marner in the middle. Eichel at the high dot. Stone up front. Dorofeyev on his favorite dot. Down to Dorofeyev. He's going to go back to Eichel up high in the center. Marner trying to find his way to the center of the ice. At the high dot. Eichel shoots, and he goes wide. Minute left on the power play, and a minute gone in the overtime. Eichel from his own zone, across the blue, across the red, circles back. Goes all the way down to Marner, pitches it ahead to Dorofeyev, back to Marner, back to Dorofeyev in that high corner, on that high wall. Marner on the top dot. Gets it to Dorofeyev. It's a little slow getting there. Dorofeyev gets a little hung up, and he skies it into the net. Gotta stop. I have the app up so I can look at different things, all the other different scores and stuff, but the first thing I draw to is this. It's like, let's enjoy the moment. Face off to the left of Sorokin. Ooh, Vegas comes away with it, but Dorofeyev trying to get it around the back of the net. It ends up going into the bench off of Mark Stone. We're going to have another face-off to the right of Sorokin. Sorry, I was trying to do some lip reading, see what Stoney was trying to plan, but I couldn't figure it out. 24 seconds to go on the man advantage, 3:26 to go in the overtime. Shots at 33-27. I told you we should be a 30-shot average team, and they finally turned into a 30-shot average team. Islanders able to get it out. Eichel almost falls down. That could have been real bad. 15 seconds left on the extra man. Eichel gets it back to Hurdle. Back to Eichel on the high wall. Dorofeyev on his favorite dot. Down low to Stone. Stone trying to get it across. It ends up in the middle, and Hurdle can't bury it. Stone takes a hard shot, and Sorokin knocks it to the high corner, out of the box. As we are 5-on-5, and now an icing is called on the Islanders. No worries, brother. We got lucky, man. We got a late goal by Dorofeyev, and then the boys just wasted a power play. They didn't score on a power play. They had a couple of opportunities, but Vegas, let's go, baby. Like, again, I wasn't gonna be bummed if we lost. I was expecting to go 5-4 open net, or 5-3 with an open net. And hey, Dorofeyev found the puck and buried it, man. We got aggressive. We stayed aggressive. Gotta love it. Face off to the right of Sorokin. Won by the Islanders. And here comes New York. We are back to 3-on-3 hockey. Good skate. And Marner ends up with it, headed back the other way. Howden, if he can get up front, but good defense keeps Howden from being too aggressive. Theodore loses control of the puck on the boards. And New York's going to reset instead of attacking in. From behind Sorokin. Out of the Islander zone, across the red line, into Vegas territory, down the low wall, stopping up on the low dot, looking for a place to go. Left off, Theodore trailing the puck as New York resets. Horvat taking it back into neutral. 2 minutes left to go in overtime. That is about to be an offsides. They decide to reset. Good catch. And here they go. Marner making a little bit of an aggressive play, but he's able to recover with no damage done. Islanders cycling. Low dot, trying to go down low, and a great read by Shea Theodore. Again, offensively, I get scared when he has the puck. His defense has gotten so much better over the last couple of weeks. It is Is that he really needs to get control over himself when he has to make passes or when he has to shoot. And I know he scored once in the last 9 games or whatever, but if he can figure that out instead of making dumbass turnovers as often as he does, he'd be my favorite defenseman because his play around the net has been great for the most part. Eichel able to swat it over. He ends up winning the battle, and now we have entry. Eichel Barbashev. Eichel tries to make a move, tries to backhand it out front. Guys, stop trying to force it. Just get it to safety. There you go. Get it to safety. Let's reset. We got 40 seconds in the overtime. Plenty of time, guys. Hannafin up ahead to Stoney with Eichel with him. Leaves it bat for Eichel, who can't control it, and they have to clear back. We don't have the time, guys. Come on. We do for that. Eichel up to Stoney. Stoney heading in. He's skating it to the middle. What are we trying to set up here? Stoney pulls up. We've got 20 seconds. He has to take it back out. That's good. Hey, I'd like us to have a shot, but I'd rather not let them have a breakaway. Ooh, trying to catch him on the change. Eichel. He's it for Shea on the high boards, down at the baseline, trying to go out front. They can't quite connect with Theodore. Great effort by Stoney, but the connection cannot be made. We are going to the shootout. 35 shots are 35-27. Vegas scoring with moments. What was it? 1946, 14 seconds left on the clock as Vegas scores to tie it up. And that is right after we watched the Ducks tie it up with a second left to go before overtime started, and they just finished the shootout. Come on, let's go. This win VGK. Attaboy, let's go, Fresh. We got this. We got this. Loosen up. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. We got this. Who's starting it off? We got Dorofeyev, Eichel, and are they going to get Stoney or Marner? Let's see. Hart has been... No. It was overtime, not a shootout. So he won when Eichel made that great goal the other night, a couple nights ago. All right, let's go. I got faith in Carter Hart. I've got faith. Oh, Nashville already opened up the scoring. 4 minutes gone in the first. All right. Scorofeyev, let's go, buddy. He's 2 for 3 in shootouts. Come on, Doro. Oh, and he roofed it. He had him where he wanted him, and he roofed it. He absolutely had Sorokin beat. He didn't even miss by much, man. Oh, Pavel. Barzal. Skating in. Right up the gut. And he skies it. Goes high and wide over the glove side of Carter Hart. Yeah, the puck. Oh, nope. Hart got a glove on it. I thought he skied it, but Hart did get his thumb on it and knocked it up and away. Mitch Marner. Interesting choice. 0 for 3 on the shootout attempts. He's coming in with speed, taking the low boards, cutting to the middle, back and forth, back and forth. He beat out Sorokin, but he lost the puck. He made a deke too many, and he couldn't control the puck. He had Sorokin on his belly. Marner, he faked that backhand or that forehand, went backhand all the way across the crease and just wasn't fast enough to catch it. He had Sorokin beat by a mile. Holmstrom Coming in straight up the gut. Back forth. He comes around, tries to go forehand, and I can't see if it scored. I don't hear the crowd going nuts, so I think he missed the net. Oh, he did. He made a great move. He drug the backhand back across to the stick side and tried to go around. Jack Eichel with speed goes right into the pad of Sorokin. That's it. I think this is where Carter Hart gets beat. Come on, Carter. If he went 5-hole, he'd have had him. Bo Horvat coming off the low boards to the center, and he just missed wide. Hart might have gotten a blocker on that, but that thing didn't even look close. Yeah, he attacked glove side, went back to the middle, tried to score blocker side and hit the blocker. Shea Theodore, 1-for-1 on his attempts with speed, and he loses the puck. You got to be joking me. What did I say earlier about Shea Theodore offensively scares the living shit out of me? I had nothing left to say. Heineman, first attempt of the season, and he scores, and Vegas loses in a shootout. Go fucking figure. Hey, Crypto. They got it. Y'all should have won in regulation. I don't know what that 14 seconds left on the clock was about just to make us sweat it out. Y'all could have just had the 2 points if you were going to take them anyway. But hey, I'll take the overtime point, especially with how we looked in the second period. Vegas looked like trash in the second. You guys took advantage. Ended up with, the guys scored. We didn't, but we came back. We came back and at least got the point, so I won't be too... It's okay. Like I said, we don't need Vegas going on a 13-game win streak just to suck after the Olympic break. So I am surprised by the boys. I am Shea Theodore, brother. Dude, two shootout shot attempts where we didn't even shoot it because we lost control of the puck. Got nothing to say there. Otherwise, don't have any complaints that I didn't have earlier in the game. You know what I mean? Again, Vegas looked great in the first. We came out ready to play, and then in the second, we sucked. And it's shout out to the Islanders and shout out to the teams that we play. I do want to say this. When I say we suck in the second, that's not to take away anything from the team we're playing. Because obviously the team has made the adjustment to be better than us, or than they were in the first, and we haven't. So it's on top of that, we give up our game plan and we just start playing differently. And we look like we're trying to conserve energy in the second period so that we have a whole lot of fun in the third. And then we struggle to have that fun. Had it late this time, so it was okay. We scored 3, gave up some, scored again late. I'm not going to bitch too much. Marner scored, Dorofeyev scored. I'm big with those two, so that's fine. We need them putting up points more and more and more and more, just consistent points. The diving goal by Barbashev was impressive as hell. I loved it. But hey, you know what? We got to see 2 games go to shootout. Is what it is. Unfortunately, Vegas does not come away with it. But on this current road trip, wrong button, hang on. 1 in New Jersey, 1 in New York, lost in New York. That's okay. We won the shootout in Chicago at home, or in Vegas, but against Chicago. beat New Jersey, beat the Rangers, lost in a shootout to the Islanders. Again, I am okay with that. I was not I didn't really know what to expect. Again, the Islanders just came off a 4-1 beating by the Panthers. Vegas coming off of a hard game against the Rangers. Not a whole lot of traveling happening, that was good for Vegas. At home for the Islanders. I didn't know what to expect. And you know what? That was a good game. There were definitely moments that were much harder to watch than I would have liked them to be, but it was a good time. So that wraps it up. It's, let's see, Thursday, 4 o'clock. We will be here Thursday and Saturday, 4 o'clock. We play Philly and then Columbus. So if you like the games, I hope to see you then. Hopefully we have a little bit better luck. But again, 3 games, 5 points. I'm not going to complain too much about that. We are out of here. Good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Good night.